Okay guys, quick update with Bitcoin. Well, we'll see how quick it is. I have a little bit to cover here. So I'm going to give your key levels to pay attention to on the hourly and the daily. And good news, I was maybe 2 or 3 videos back. I said, guys, if you get me over 2,000 likes, I will make a video when I long and short this ring. You got it up to 2.2 thousand likes. Thank you for that. So I will keep my word, and when I long this ring and when I short it, I will put up a video. It might be a quick video because price moves quick sometimes. So make sure that you are subscribed and you take that notification bell when I put that video up. I'll go in more detail about this ring in just a minute. Also want to show you how these rings work. Some of you might be new here and you're like, what the hell are these rings? Do these rings actually work? Well, I'm going to show you a few cases where they did, so they can be not only pivot points but support and resistance levels as well. If you watched the last video, guys, I'm not going to put a link up to it. I'm going to link a few videos in this video. So if a link does not pop up, each one of these videos that I'm referencing will be pinned. Actually, it'll be in the description of this video. But the last video right here said it was today and March 7th, very important for the price of Bitcoin. It said top of this channel and fib line, that's 92,700. The top of this channel is very obvious. So if we push up to this point, that was the point you short, 92,700. And you can see we pushed up and we got rejected right there. We pushed up to 92,960, but again, that was pretty much where you should have shorted. And this is a zoomed out version. Again, this is to show and just to simplify it, just so you can see, look, this is your resistance, and obviously this red line right here is our key support. Notice we keep getting daily opens above. Once we get a daily open below, that'd be confirmation for more downside. And we will cover that in detail in just a minute. But I do want to show you these rings for other charts, how they played out. Guys, if you want to get a leverage trading, CoinCash is a great option. There's no KYC, no VPN. This is the events page. I'll put a link up to it now. If you deposit $500, you can get a $750 bonus. If you deposit $1,000, you get a $3,000 bonus. And if you do get your bonus, you can also get free access to my chart. So do check out this events page. My affiliate link is also, if you want to sign up through my link, is also on the events page as well. Again, all of these links will be pinned in the first comment and description of this video. If you want to learn how to trade on CoinCash, this is a tutorial video I put together. It's about 30 minutes long. I have timestamps below, but I cover all the tools I use and how I use them, just so you know how to enter these trades, whether you're doing a trigger order, limit order, and also to be able to protect yourself, setting a stop loss. But I'll put link this video now if you want to learn how to trade on CoinCash. And remember, guys, you can get live access to these charts anytime you want. If you want to sign up, it's $49 a month to get access to all of these Bitcoin charts and to get access to Discord. Make sure if you do sign up, make sure you contact me through the contact page. I'll verify you have an account. I'll send you a Discord invite link. And what I'm about to show you, I teach you how I find these fib channels, how I create these fib channels, and then how I find these fib circles based on these fib channels. So these charts I'm about to show you how they played out. You can learn my method. Now I should have put this back up to $2.99. It's still $199. I have not changed it since the Black Friday special. So if you want to take advantage of that, I do teach you how I create these charts. So let me cover a few things, guys. So first of all, Nvidia. And now I talked about this chart here. I said I would short 142, 143 based on this ring. You can see this ring was support, and then it would flip as resistance, right? So that was your point to short. That was this video here. I will put a link up to it now. If any of these links do not appear up top, all of these videos will be in the description of this video. But this video was put up 2 weeks ago. And I said, and right here, closed caption, guys, I would short the hell out of 142. And it was because we filled the gap and we were testing a ring as resistance. This is 8 minutes and 22 seconds in. This is the published chart. This chart was published on February 8th, 2024. Keep in mind, Nvidia had a stock split, so price dropped down. But take note, all right, what I'm showing you here. This white ring right here is this ring right here. So watch what happens. Price comes down, bounces on this ring, drops below it, hits it as resistance, and that's where you would short it. And again, if you watch my tutorials, I teach you how to find these fib circles based on fib channels. So that was a perfect entry for a short. So right here, right at 142, 143, if you shorted that, and let's see how far we dropped from that point. Let me go to the live chart here. So that was a drop of from the ring, that was a drop of over 24%. That's a hell of a short. If you open puts, if you played it, you did very well. So a lot of people in Discord actually played that. So that was Nvidia. Let's move on. So this was a video I put out 3 years ago, right here. 3 years ago, got 23,000 views. And that was flip circles, comparing what I saw in 2019, how similar it was to current, what I consider our current cycle. And based on that, it made sense that when we crossed this ring, notice it was this thick yellow ring here, thick blue ring here. It made sense when we crossed this ring, we would get a drop. I'll put link this video now. Again, it'll be in the description if it doesn't pop up. But this is the title, 2021 Bitcoin Crash Prediction. And it says, if correct, it has already begun, target 10,000. We didn't drop that low, but we did drop a pretty good bit. And you can see here, this is how the chart played out. Again, this was published on November 14th, 2021. And I was saying, look, cross ring drop right over here. You see we crossed this ring, we dropped. So it made sense we crossed this ring, we dropped. And that is how it played out. You can see we came all the way down. We came all the way down to 15,900. And then I made a video 2 years ago, this point right here, calling this point to go long. That was this video here. This was 2 years ago. It says Bitcoin could pump to 22K from here. I explain why. That's the title of the video. I'll put a link up to it now. But notice what I'm showing right here. This is 21 minutes and 2 seconds in. This is me drawing a line here saying, look, when we cross this ring, we're more than likely to get a pump, because every time we cross one of these blue rings, we always get a pump. And you can see this is the published chart. This is published on December 26, 2022. And if I zoom out, you can see the exact same chart, peak of the bull run. If I hit play, look what happened. As soon as we crossed that ring, we shot straight up. We crossed this ring, we shot straight up. Now this one I did say when we crossed it, I expected to have more upside. Notice we kind of rode down the ring as support. We tested it one more time, and then we pushed up. So again, these rings can be great for pivot points and great for finding support and resistance. And again, you can learn how to create the charts. I have tutorials step by step. I have about 8 videos in there where I show you how to even make on the smaller time frame, on the 15-minute time frame. But you can learn this method of charting if you want to check it out. But I just wanted to show you that these rings do work, and that's why I'm saying pay attention, because when we come up to this ring, something major is going to happen. And I showed you in the previous video, every time we make contact with one of these rings, we always get a bounce. And every time we cross it, we always get a drop. Now the question is, do we continue dropping or hold support and push back up? But I did cover all of those scenarios. So let's just go ahead and cover your key levels right now. So we know the top of this channel, all right? So right here, this is the top of this channel. It was resistance, it was support, and now it's resistance again. So look, as long as we are below, and this is what the next daily candle, as long as we're below 92,518, 92,451, obviously this gets lower as time goes on, I would stay bearish, all right, because that's our resistance. Every time you hit that, go short. We get above that and hold support, then get bullish. And I have some other charts for targets above that. But your main support level is right down here. It's the bottom of the same damn channel that we've been bouncing in since, what? Damn, the 21st of November 2024. So we know your support level is right down here around 82,876. But take note, look at this this channel right here. Let me just do an arrow here to help you see what I'm talking about. Notice that every time we make contact, all right, we'll get a bounce, we'll get a wick below, but notice the meat of the candle is always above that line. We got a wick down, perfect support. We got a wick below. Notice we got a wick below here, but notice the daily is always above this line. So pay attention. If we get a daily open below, and again, this is a downward angle, it depends on the time. That's why if you have access to these live charts, you can watch them real time. But the next daily candle, if we got a daily open below 82,700, well, that's the first time we would have a daily open below this key support level. And that would mean we'd have a lot more downside. In the meantime, we could just be chopping, just doing something like this until we make contact with this ring. And as I said, when we make contact with the ring, whether we go sideways or down or push up, I will long the ring. When we cross the ring, I'll go short. But again, I just want to make sure you understand that 82,719, As long as we have daily opens above, even if we wick down, we'll probably move back up. I'm waiting to see if we get a daily open below this point. As I said, we have not filled the gap down below, and that is a target. So, we could just wick all the way down there, fill that gap, push right back up. Remember, we have a gap around 77,800. We almost filled the gap. We did not fill it. Your next support level just below, very key level, is going to be around, this is previous high, so that's around 73,700. And again, this is the cut down version. I'll go back to the D1 Fib retracement chart. Just want to give you key levels. And I know that 69,070K is going to be a lot of support, but we'd have to drop straight down to hit that. Very unlikely. I think it's more likely we're just going to chop and go sideways. But most importantly, just pay attention to 92,451 is the top of this channel, and 82,719 is currently the bottom of this channel, at least the next daily candle. So let's go to the Fib retracement chart. So again, as I said, this is the top of this channel right here. So that's what we're watching. Your current resistance, right now is right around, and remember, this is the central Bollinger Band on the daily, this blue moving average. So it's moving down to this point. So your current resistance is around 89,700, all right, possibly down to 89,200. If we get above that, well, you would short 92,200. If we hold above that as support, we're breaking back out of this channel, and that's bullish. Your next resistance just above, your most critical resistance around 95,465. Take note, that's the top Bollinger Band moving down. But again, I think it's very likely we can just chop and go sideways till we make contact with this ring. And as I said, I will put a video up when I long and short it. Your current support level right now is right around 84,292. Again, as I said, the bottom of this channel. Just pay attention to see if we get a daily open above or below. If we get a daily open above and then we wick below, we're probably going to move back up. We get a daily open below, then even if we wick back up, we're probably headed down. Next key fib line on the daily is 81,000. And to fill that gap, there's a lot of confluence down here. You have this white line, which is the gap. You have this fib channel in this direction, and you have this orange trend line goes back since the beginning of Bitcoin. That's a lot of support. So if we do fill that gap and get a bounce, that's a hell of a point to go long. But do keep in mind, if we drop past that, I think the lowest point will go, considering that we would be going sideways, and when we hit this ring, we get a bounce, it's probably going to be 74,600, maybe 75,000 if things got really bad. In order to get down to, 70K, we would already have to break this ring, unless we drop really quick. So, I don't think we would drop down to, we would have to drop really fast to hit that target. So it's very possible we just come down to around 75,000, make contact with this ring, we ride up it, until we cross it, and that's when we go short. But those are your most key levels to pay attention to. But do watch and see if we get a daily open above or below this line. And again, all of the names of the charts I have shown on the chart, and when you go to the website, it has the same name, so you know which chart to load. But if you do get access to the charts, make sure you get access to Discord, because I make updates, daily, hourly about these charts, which ones to look at, and your current levels. Let's go on to the hourly. So you can see we got a nice rejection. I talked about this in the last video. This is a key line. Notice every time it is support and resistance, but this is a key level. We got rejected right at 90,411. And in that previous video, I talked about these white lines, why they're such key support levels, and it's like deja vu, because in that last video I told you guys, I said, look, remember the video before I talked about this was a key support level. And then I said, okay, and now this one became a key support level. All right, well, look at this. This next this line right here, this next fib line up became a key support level, 85,292. And the next line above became a key support level. So every time we drop down and get a bounce, take note, it's at, let me do this so you can see this better. So look how accurate this has been. We come down, we drop, we hit this point, we push up. We come down, we drop, we hit this point, we push up. We come down, we drop, we hit this point, we push up. We come down, we drop, we hit this point, we push up. That's how accurate these fib channels are. So we know where our key support resistance levels are on the hourly and the daily. So if we break 86,773, your next support level is going to be down around 85,500. And if we break 85,500, your next major, most critical support level is going to be 82,500. If we break below that, well, we do know that we held support here. We'll be coming down to 80,420, but that would be bearish in my opinion, because that means now 82,500 will be resistance. So again, these are your key levels. I have not updated this. Let me do this now. The Bollinger Band is currently setting at 91,400. So that would be 91,400, and I'll make sure I update this from the actual chart. So the central Bollinger Band is now on the daily sitting around 91,400, and you can see that's pretty much why we got a rejection at this point. So again, main resistance level, central Bollinger Band, and this fib line 90,483. But these are your key support levels on the hourly, guys. You can long and short them, scalp the hell out of them. The next resistance level above is around 93,000. If we hold above 90K, get bullish to 93K. Get above 93K, get bullish up to 95,000, maybe 96,000. Play it one level at a time. I am on the scalping. Again, I will not be holding any positions until we get close to and make contact with this ring. Because again, the ring's where the big moves happen. Right now it's just going to be chopping. Maybe we push up, maybe we drop. Again, that's why I'm on the scalping. But again, when we make contact with the ring, I hold my long. We cross it, I hold my short. And then the other scenario, if we did push up, then I short and we make contact with the ring as resistance, because if you go back and look, that is what happened over here. While every time we do get a drop when we cross the ring, this was the one time instead of continuing to drop, we actually pushed up. But when we did make contact with the ring, that became resistance, and that was your point to short. So it'll be interesting to see what plays out with this ring, but I will keep my word, guys. You got the likes up, so I will make a video when I play this ring. The DXY, this is kind of interesting. So, I did talk about this support level 104. We did break it. We broke below this ring. We broke below this this green line that was, if I zoom out, you can see it was a support level. But we are holding above our previous high back here in, this was 2016. We're holding above that, so I would watch that level. Now, we could push back up above. Now, if the DXY starts pushing back above 104, that would be bearish for the markets, bearish for Bitcoin. Right now, we're below 104, so that could be bullish for Bitcoin and bullish for markets for now. We'll have to see. But we are holding above 103.6, so we're going to have to see what happens. Trump said they were going to do tariffs, and then all of a sudden, they're not doing tariffs, or they're postponed until April 2nd. So there's a lot of uncertainty in the markets. Markets don't like uncertainty, so there's going to be a lot of volatility, a lot of chop. The jobs numbers came in. They were the unemployment numbers came in hot. So again, there's going to be a lot of volatility. So that's why I think it's more than likely we're just going to chop up and down, stopping people out, liquidating people until we get to this ring. And I think that's where the big move happens. I think we'll get one major move to the upside, and it's possible, just like I told you guys that, this line, this resistance level is just a trend line going back since 2017 to current price action. I told you guys to short 108. We dropped all the way down to 89,000. We pushed up and we tested it again. That was your point to short 109, 109,176, and we dropped. So we could ride up that ring and we could push all the way back up to 112,000. If it takes longer, it could be all the way out here. It could be 113,000. But that's still your most critical resistance level to pay attention to. So again, if we push up the ring, I'm still probably more than likely going to take profit on my long up around this point, especially if we cross the ring, because I expect downside. But again, I do think we are going to still respect this macro trend line, because a break above that as support, well, if you're breaking above a trend line of resistance going back to 2017, that is a hell of a lot of resistance, and a hell of a lot of resistance will turn into a hell of a lot of support. So again, I'm ready for a move to the upside. I think to fake people out, to get people bullish, to get people to long, and then again, we cross that ring, I think it's more than likely we'll have one hell of a drop. So you have your hourly targets, and again, we cover the DXY. You have your daily targets, and again, make sure you subscribe when I do this video. Again, it might be quick if price is moving fast, but again, remember, you can't get access to these charts. Just if you want to sign up, the link's pinned in the first comment description. But again, do check out the CoinCatch events page for those specials if you want to get your deposit bonus. But remember, you have to have that money in your futures account, and payout is every 7 days. The last payout, I think, was March 6th. So 7 days from that point, that will be your payout day. If you have any questions, you can always email me through the contact page. But again, if you want to sign up for CoinCatch, that link's pinned in the first comment description. Do check out this tutorial video if you learn how to trade in CoinCatch. And guys, that's it. I'll keep you updated as price moves along. But like I said, most importantly, I will make a video when I long and when I short this ring. That's it, guys. Trade safe, stay smart. I'm out.